Now, I just wanted for the beginning, Claressa Shields, who they call T-Rex Shield, is widely known as the greatest woman of all times, the GWOAT, in boxing. An undisputed multi-division world champion. Okay, that's not never going away. Okay, and a two-time Olympic gold medalist that she won these medals in 2012 and 2016. The first one when she was age 17, making her the first American boxer to win back-to-back Olympic gold medals and the first woman to win Olympic gold boxing. And it's so crazy because I never seen her on a cereal box, a milk carton. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, this country gave her no coverage. So one thing I can say is I see why she's making a big noise right now, because I would be pissed off too. And she speaks about that in an interview on a show called The Pivot. The Pivot, if you want to hear all the tea about some Claressa Shields, go watch the talk show The Pivot. And it's going to give you, you're probably going to be crying by the end. But her accolades include being the only fighter to be undisputed in 3 weight classes, holding all 4 major belts, okay? The WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO, and achieving multiple Fighter of the Year awards, cementing her legendary status in both amateur and professional boxing. Okay, now, do I need to read all that over again? Because that's a whole lot for a woman who's only 30 years of age in a white country. Okay, that's a whole damn lot. And she came from the ghetto. And she didn't have a bed until she was 17. And she didn't have enough food and had to sleep by her front door so that men could not just come in and out her home as they freely would like to come in and out of her mother's home, because she said her mama was just a little too friendly. Not saying anything bad about her mom, because it sounds like her mom had a hard knocks life, But at the end of the day, my whole goal here is to make it clear who this woman is as far as the accolades and what she has achieved. Okay. The problem is she fell in love with someone. Now, I want to call it pimping, because it looks like she was, pimping all these men that she's been around, because I don't think she trusts anybody at this point. If I didn't get a bed until I was 17 years of age, barely had food to eat, and had to sleep by my front door just so that I can monitor who's coming in and out around my little siblings. Yeah, by the time that I'm adult, I probably would be thinking in a way like, I'm gonna make all these, men suffer. I'm gonna use them and leave them, or I don't know what her thought process is. Though I know that there's a lot of counseling that has to come behind, going through something of that nature. And so, I don't see her talking about herself getting any type of counseling or anything else. But, the fact that this woman is known worldwide as the greatest woman of all time, and is undisputed multi-division world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, the first boxer to win back-to-back Olympic gold medalist, the first woman to win Olympic gold medals in boxing, period. Okay, this woman is going to be in Wikipedia, the encyclopedia, and every other pedia out there, and your children are going to be reading about her. She is a born legend at the age of 30. So I just need you guys to get that under your belt, okay? Because she holds all 4 major belts of the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO. Okay. But we got and she got Fighter of the Year's award, making her legendary. Okay, legendary. You know what a legend is? Meaning they're never forgotten. All these little janky YouTubers out here are going to be forgotten, okay? I have one woman that's on YouTube right now, and she's building her channel off of tearing Clarissa down. And when you listen to the woman, it sounds like, I don't have nothing, I don't see nothing wrong with an overweight person. I feel like the women in Africa, they're beautiful, whether they got the big breasts, big booties, big waistline, we are gorgeous. We come in all shapes and sizes. But women in America that are heavy set, they tend to target women who are smaller than them and try to chew them out. This one content creator, she's made all kind of videos. She even has a big video up of Claressa Shields and Papoose. And Papoose has a chain around Claressa Shields' neck. And Papoose, he has his regular face. But she put a dog face on Claressa. Okay, so that's an angry black woman. That's not a woman trying to say, oh, she's messing with a married man, so, she probably needs to stop that. That's a person that's from the hood. She done been through all kind of crap. And she can't understand why Claressa Shields made it out of the situation she's still sitting in. She's still sitting in the same situation, and she don't understand how Claressa made it out. So now she's trying to tear her down through the social media. And what I can see is these people are getting upset because Claressa Shields is just like me. She's not going to allow people's idea and thoughts of her to lower her self-esteem or to make her feel bad, or she come back on the video, girl, be chewing the same way, scraping the food on her tongue. I mean, eating the food the way she want to eat her food. You know how when we at home and we tearing that chicken up and we eating our steak, we ain't sitting there trying to model some prissy person that we watched on television. We eating and we greasing and we chowing down, okay? But every black person I see on this social media is trying to tear down her for how they naturally eat. Yeah, they might get into a restaurant and try to act all prim and proper, but baby, ain't nobody fool to think that, especially if you overweight, that you're eating slow and that you're eating proper. And they're trying to say, oh, Papoose is always in his bedroom because he don't want to be around her. It's very sad to see because, Papoose don't have anything. He don't have shit. Papoose do not have anything but the things he's got from Remy Ma and from Claressa Shields. Okay, and I think that's why he wanted a baby by Remy Ma, because he wanted to seal the deal and make sure she didn't get away. Because once you start seeing that a person ain't who they really say they are, the first thing you're gonna do is what? You're gonna get out of Dodge. And he wanted to make sure that they were tied to each other in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because he knew she was going to wake up one day, which Remy Ma did. And then she, spilled the beans that he don't pay no bills. He was sleeping on the couch texting Claressa Shields because he was already on his way out the door, So he's a leech. So what we need to do is stop beating Claressa Shields down and making dog videos about her. Claressa Shields is just a young girl who fell in love, or she might just be hustling her way to the top. Because I think Claressa Shields is really pimping that man. She's getting what she wants out of it, whether it's the publicity, to be in the circle of all these people that she watched on television, whether it's 50 Cent, Remy Ma, blah, blah, blah. And maybe she did want to be, some of these people. But we're not going to narrow it down to her, because there's a lot of you out there that is just like her, and that's why you talking about her. Because you mad, because you didn't make it to where she is. You mad because when Papoose was being labeled as the Black Love champion, and Remy Ma was supposedly cheating on him, allegedly, you guys all wanted Papoose. All you black women out there wanted Papoose. Y'all want to ride his penis, okay? And now you're mad because Claressa got it. Claressa done wrestled that little penis in the dirt, and now she done found out it ain't all that it was scrapped up to be. That he's a scrappy under the scrappiest of the scrappiest, okay? So at the end of the day, she's living and she's learning, but she's not losing. That's where you guys are wrong. And that's where I got to get real busy because, I got so many haters myself, I can't help but to notice the haterism. It's like, even when you listen to the woman I was just talking about who's building her channel off of beating Claressa Shields down, and I mean, this woman is talking about the way Claressa Shields' teeth sounds on her spoon when she eats. And we all know there's mukbangs out there where people are slurping and chewing and doing all kinds of things, and they grew up millions of followers just by doing mukbangs and the SMS videos, where they're making all these sounds and things. So that's a thing on YouTube. But when Claressa Shields is doing it, this woman is so miserable in her life. This YouTuber, she had like 270 subscribers yesterday. Now with all the negativity that she's mustering up, she probably has like 300 today, because I went to check because I needed to really just see what she was still saying, because I told her God don't like ugly and she don't care. I told her God don't like ugly, spirit gonna get you for tearing this woman down like that. And then she's lifting Papoose up on the throne though, meaning psychologically, as a psychologist, I can say that she has lacked male energy in her life, as well as Claressa Shields does. And she's pissed off that Claressa Shields has found this man. A lot of you black women are, because I'm telling y'all, I know y'all wanted to just wrap him up in a blanket when y'all thought Remy Ma cheated on him. Y'all wanted to wrap him up in a blanket, take him home, and feed him some motto meal and cream of wheat. Okay? At the end of the day, Claressa Shields got the penis. Okay? And now y'all all mad and want to beat her down and call out all her imperfections when y'all won't even get on camera and show who you are, because the woman that is talking about Claressa Shields like a dog and putting a dog image on her face and, trying to build her channel on dogging a black woman, this woman won't even show her face, and you can tell the way she talked that even her tongue is fat. Her tongue is even moving slow. And it's so funny because I had to tell her, you sound like you got a lot of insecurities. Why don't you show your face? She won't even show her face. I done seen all the clips, all the memes, and some of them are funny.
Baby, look what I brought you.
But what they're doing is they're turning Claressa Shields into a man. This woman has a vagina, okay, number one. So let's get over it. She has a bad body that didn't need any surgery, unlike the people hiding behind their channels and won't even show their picture. Okay, and one thing I can say is, people that be having heart attacks in their sleep and sudden strokes and getting hit by cars, it ain't because you've been living right. So by you beating down a black woman, if something go wrong in your life, just all of a sudden snap, it's just gone and something just happened. Just remember when you was talking about this woman like a dog, not saying anything. You didn't even keep it in the realm and in the in the category of that she's sleeping with a married man. You talked about her nose, her lips. You talked about how she ate. And you ignored everything about her in regards to how she struggled as a child. The age of 5 years of age, she was, violated by a man, or several men, avoiding all the great things about her. The greatest woman of all time, undisputed, multi-division world champion, Olympic gold. She don't say none of that in her video. The only thing she talks about is what she sees in herself. Because she probably had a man herself that probably didn't like the way she ate and was like, damn girl, you getting too fat. And because she even talked about Claressa Shields putting up her pants over her stomach. But we ain't even seen this woman's stomach. So all I'm saying is all them YouTubers out there that's hiding behind your camera and talking bad about this woman, you wouldn't say that to her face. And the only reason you're trying to do it is because you got a few bills to pay. You got Smudge, you got PG&E, and you need to pay these bills. So you gonna dog this woman out to get your money. And I said the same thing about Halle Bailey on my other channel. That I have grown by lifting Halle Bailey up. I didn't grow it by beating Halle Bailey down, because there was a lot of people beating Halle Bailey down, and I could have, grew my channel off of that. But I chose to lift her up because I seen the goodness in her, just like I see the goodness in Claressa Shields. Yes, she has imperfections. So does her whole damn bloodline. Can you imagine the bloodline that she has to heal? Because she's definitely is a chosen one. And all of you that are talking about her, you are talking about a chosen one. Okay? Half of you just slept with married men. The other half is probably your man is sleeping with a married woman or cheating on you. So y'all all got problems and got mixed up, upside down things going on in your life. But your fingers seem to be pointing in the wrong direction. So I wanted to say that because this girl is a beautiful woman who has went through an awful damn lot. Isn't it alleged that they're both, Remy Ma and Papoose is both using Claressa Shields for her money? Meaning they broke and she the one that is the gravy train? That's a hell of a title to have. Two moguls that was in the industry, bringing it in, is now dependent on this young lady to carry them through their mortgage. Okay, that makes her even more famous to me, because she went into this for whatever reason she went into it, whether it was for love, whether it was the notoriety to be able to be out there and have her name out there, whatever it was, because I don't doubt that we all have some twisted ways about ourselves, especially if we grew up in a very toxic home. I've never had to sleep by my front door to make sure grown men didn't molest me. Okay, I never had to do that shit. So y'all not gonna keep on acting like y'all. If you're gonna keep doing that, at least show your face. Okay, like she's not afraid to get in front of the camera with no makeup on. She eat her food the way she eat her food. She's not trying to impress you guys. And that's what's really pissing you guys off. Because she keep on rising and she ain't trying to impress y'all broke asses. She ain't trying to impress you. She don't care. Okay, she done been through enough to not, she's desensitized. Okay, that you can no longer poke that bear. There is no longer a bear to poke. Okay, so right now you're just building up sin. Okay, because you're still trying to bother her, and Spirit is just writing it down, checking that list and checking it twice. We're gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Okay, so let's get it together, because I'm a spiritual person, and anytime something's going on, I'm gonna look at it from a spiritual perspective first. Not let me grow my channel perspective. If I wanted to do that, just like I said, I could have did that with Halle Bailey. But that's not the type of person that I am. Okay. It's not the type of person that I am, and I shan't ever be that type of person. Okay. Because it's very popular right now to beat the hell out of Claressa Shields. But you know what? Can't nobody do that in real life. Y'all ain't gonna never win against this woman. Okay, and watch how she comes out on top, because basically what is happening is Spirit is using her to expose Remy Ma and Papoose, because if they are actually using this baby to leverage themselves and then make it look like it was a fake encounter, because they might have slept in the bed together and said, hey, we need to find us a hustle. Maybe Remy Ma said, maybe I need to pimp Papoose out instead of Claressa Shields pimping him. Let me pimp him and send him out there, because basically whatever Papoose accumulates during this separation that it's all Remy Ma's as well, because they're still married. So basically, Claressa Shields, you don't want to be feeding people that you ain't trying to feed. And by the fact that they're still married and you signing these deals with Win Records and all of that, you're attaching yourself to that entire family. You're feeding that entire family, the child, the wife, all of it. Okay, so I'm not stupid, and just like I said, when I got on this channel, because I had to talk to Spirit about it, because the main reason I even started talking about Claressa Shields is because people were beating her down, and it wasn't because of her sleeping with Remy Ma's man. I heard people saying that, and I didn't even, didn't give it a second thought, because she was sleeping with a married man. But when they started breaking down the way she looks and the way she, the way she's shaped and the way she this and the way she that, it's like I just started hearing a bunch of whitewash jigaboo, don't know, ain't never heard of Malcolm X, can't even spell Martin Luther King ass niggas. And I needed to get on here and cut y'all down the sides, because just like I said, y'all ain't won no major belts, and she done won 4. And she's undisputed champion of the world, of the world, of the world. How many times I gotta say that? Of the world. It don't matter if you got 2,000 subscribers or 3,000 subscribers or 4,000 subscribers. She still is the undisputed multi-division heavyweight world champion, okay? 2 times Olympic gold medalist, okay? She been breaking records while y'all been sitting there and watching her on TV and working at McDonald's or Ross or, whatever the hell you doing. It ain't that. Okay, so y'all need to humble yourselves and put some respect on her name. I'm gonna say that again, because I'm not too proud to give somebody their stripes when they deserve them. Y'all seem to be too proud though. Y'all, I think people is more, because I done seen about 5 new channels pop up that I ain't never seen before, and one of them got 100 subscribers, and they're all growing off of beating up Claressa. I probably shouldn't be saying that, because now you're going to be having grandpa, grandma, and auntie, and everybody else trying to grow. Really? You mean I could pay her bills by beating her up? I'm going to say this. Anybody trying to grow their channel off of beating down this black woman, you got a rude awakening coming. You about to see, because she's not about to lose. Okay, they ain't going to put me on the front line for nobody but somebody that's about to beat some damn body. Okay, you better check my resume. Okay, so at the end of the day, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. But I just need to just throw this out there, because it's just so much going on, and I need to just put it all in one video. That yes, I believe that Remy Ma and Papoose is trying to play this young woman. I don't want to, take away the fact that she really loves him, and that's a good thing. Just like with Halle Bailey, she really loved the donkey. But sometimes donkeys got to be left where they at. Okay, they can't run like real horses and stallions. Okay, they only can drive carts. They only gonna drive a cart full of vegetables or some dirt or something. Okay, but you need a real stallion, that can gallop you through the damn forest. Okay, while you picking fruits off the trees and bathing in the sun. Okay, with your brown skin, Claressa Shields. Okay, get away from that donkey, because that's another one. I don't want to call him a donkey, Lord. Girl, I'm not trying to be calling the man out his name, but he turned out to be the raggediest of the raggediest. Okay. He right up there with the raggaties. Okay. So, and we're not going to pretend that he's not. So can I see some of these channels now start to beat him up real good? Start to talk about him real bad, like you're talking about Claressa Shields, because for the women out there that is not beating Claressa Shields, that is not beating Papoose up, but is beating up Claressa Shields, it is evident that you are envious of her, because if you are honestly under the impression that he is using her, and that doesn't bother you as a black woman, that's the problem. That means you have been used and abused, and you are jealous, like I said, because when Papoose was out there looking like the wounded animal that everybody was calling the Black Love King, and then it turns out, you know, it's so crazy because we were beating Remy Ma down too, saying that she was the bad guy for cheating on him. And every black woman in America wanted to dance on Papoose's thingamabobbing. Okay? And now that Claressa Shields is bobbing on it, y'all mad as hell. Okay, let's just get it real. Y'all mad as hell, and y'all mad because she ain't afraid to come on social media without a wig, without makeup, with food in her teeth, you know, because she's sure of who she is. She's not pretending behind a wig, okay, and makeup and contours, you know what I'm saying, 24 hours a damn day. Like she can't get on the internet without beating her whole damn face to damn death. Like the rest of you guys. And some of you guys just ain't gonna show up on the camera because you know damn well you would not be looking good talking that much mess the way you look, okay? So you gonna stay in your bathrobe and flip-flops with your 400 pounds and talk behind that camera. And that's what you better do to grow that channel, girl. Don't be playing like you don't see all these damn accolades Claressa Shields has while you running your little fat tongue. Girl, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And guess why? Because over here, we sip tea. Okay? We sip the real tea. And not that old fake stuff in the Lipton tea box. Or we are growing it in our gardens and clipping it ourselves, the herbs that we put in our cups for tea. Because this is royalty over here. Okay? We're not manufactured in a factory. Okay? We drink the real royal tea over here. So y'all keep on sipping. Okay? Because this is royalty who sips royalty. Okay? At all times. All right? I'm out.